I know this was a bit of time ago, but I want to address this now about if slugging is considered toxic, if it was just happening off rip. In general, is slugging toxic? Let me make this clear. It is both toxic, but it's also not. It is an implemented strategy within the game itself. Slugging is a ability just to keep someone down, off rip, and let them bleed, just to be sure that they don't get back up and forcing survivors to pick them back up. Now the problem with this is that, yes, while it can be toxic, but do remember, this is a strategy. And a strategy isn't always toxic. It just means is that it's oppressive. Slugging is very oppressive overall, just pretty much keeping pressure on the survivors at all times. While nobody really likes this, it is a strategy overall. And that's how it is. It really comes down to the sportsmanship attitude and how the situation is placed. Now, if we talked about a situation where there's 4 people running boil over, they're all going corner, they're all just doing what they can not to get hooked, then that would basically mean that slugging is not being toxic at that point. It's just being more tactical. It's being more of a strategy at that point. If we're going off rip slugging for no apparent reason, then yeah, it would be toxic. Now, please do remember is that this is a strategy, which basically means that if this was toxic, then that would mean body blocking on the survivor side would also be toxic. So pretty much saying that this is a strategy and that, well, also a couple other strategies can be implemented, such as holding onto a gen when it's 99, that way the killer doesn't kick it, forcing them to grab and or just hit, forcing them to just hit, or tunneling someone out just to be sure to add some pressure on while they're at 3 gens, pretty much means that those are strategies that would be considered toxic. So in my own retrospect, it really depends on the situation, but overall, slugging is not a toxic trait in Dead by Daylight. It really comes down to the sportsmanship of who's using it.